Hello, everybody. Today, we enter the world of James Bond and all of the secret cool gadgets and villainy brought to you from the past. Today, we're playing Evil Genius, which is a simulation style game, kind of like SimCity, or... well, I'm not sure what else, actually. But that's what it reminds me of, at least, where you play as an evil genius, building a secret base with henchmen and minions, planning to plot and take over the world. I played this in the past. I played this when I was a kid. It came out 10 years ago, and I picked it up in like a Costco or something, in the bargain bin. And now I've got it on Steam. So without further ado, I'm going to give it a start. I'll keep it mid-level, average. So we have three geniuses here that you can play as. You can play as Maximilian, who's kind of short, your generic evil bad guy. They're all generic evil bad guys. But he is... So they have an aura radius around them that improves your minion's stats, depending on your hero and your difficulty. So here we have Alexis, who is the female evil genius. I'm trying to remember the ranges on their stats. I think hers is medium level. Max's is very, very small. And then Shen Yu is your Asian supervillain, who has the largest. I might have that backwards, but I think his is the largest. But I'm going to go and I'm going to play with Max. I had started the game for a little bit of testing beforehand. One thing to note is that because of the age of the game, the max resolution is 1600 by 1200, which doesn't scale well on my 2560 by 1440 monitor. So I'm playing it in a window. So it may pause or freeze from time to time. Yeah, so Max's is small. Max's might be medium.
What's this? I need to be here.
So I can move him around. Basically, if he dies, it's game over. So I need to keep him nice and happy and protected. This here is my super henchman. He is Jubei, the samurai swordsman and sushi master. He can call minions to him, and he can do other skills that I haven't yet unlocked. So my first objectives: get acquainted with the island and expand my lair. Ensure a healthy minion force by building a barracks. Before I can send minions around the world to carry out acts of infamy, you can construct a control room to filter information. And then, on the islands, there are some pesky investigators. Oh, we can do that. So if I zoom out, that's about it. If I can go find on my mini-map where these people are... Okay, maybe they just haven't landed yet. People come to the island, they get parachuted down all the time. That's just how they land. Alright, so let's start building. So we can build corridors, hallways, and stuff.
Room construction underway.
So the little... I should actually make these bigger. All the henchmen.
Caution, cannot accommodate this many minions.
So with a bigger barracks, you can have more capacity. But I'm going to need a lot of workers in the long run. So we'll just have it fill up. The guys in yellow are your workers. There's the bad guys. They didn't parachute. They hang glided down. So what I can do is I can take my henchman guy and bring him over here. You can tag the bad guys. You can tag them for kill, capture, or weaken. If you have holding facilities, they'll get taken and stored in them. If you hold control while selecting one, it will tag the whole group. So now I can tell him to go kill them, and he'll take care of everyone with a tag on them to the best of his abilities. And he'll be fine, he can do what he wants. They have like a certain number of lives. If they die a bunch, they go away forever. An agent has been killed leaving behind a body bag. So another mechanic here is called heat. So the higher the heat, the more, if investigators come and see that, it makes them suspicious, and they'll send bigger agents to come kill me. Nothing to worry about right off the bat, though. So, how big is my... Whoa, okay. How big is my mountain here? It doesn't let you build outside, which is kind of disappointing, because there's all this space that I would love to play with. But I'll play with what I have. I'll just build a huge hallway. I'll deal with it later. At some point, traps get unlocked and you can do fancy stuff. I'm not going to worry about that probably until I hit the second island, which comes with the later part of the game, but they're fun. There's some good ones.
I need to be here.
Alright, so I can tell him,
I must work harder.
I can have him enforce something so that it can make sure that it gets done. I need to build a barracks. But I don't want that to be right out front. Or do I? Let's build one right out front. Make use of all the space. That looks good. Because then I can put another building from like here down.
Room construction underway.
And that'll get taken care of.
Room construction unpaused.
So the stronghold is where my gold is kept. It's currently in this little topside shack. And then the briefcase is where they will take stuff and put money in. So what I want to do actually is I want to put a 2x2 right there.
New room build order confirmed.
So just so that this isn't outside. And I want to put the briefcase right in front so that minions can be in the latter part of the base and get something, so they have to run to the front and grab a briefcase and go off and do their thing, instead of putting it deep into the bowels where they have to run from the entrance to it and out back. So the briefcase is the most important thing, because anytime you spend money, you need to use your briefcase. I'm gonna be so evil. This is one of the things that you just want to do, is you want to be the evil guy, but you play games and you can't. You're always fighting the evil guy. I mean, it makes sense. So to be the evil guy and do all these fancy things is kind of different. It's very unique, and it's a good aspect that I haven't seen really done anywhere else. Dungeon Keeper did it, actually. This could kind of like a successor to that to an extent. Because you're building your base, you're evil, you're trying to get people, actually you're not trying to get people to come to your island, you're just trying to take over the world. But they're similar. Definitely similar.
Object has been
So we're going to put a
ordered.
couple doors in so people can't just walk in.
Object purchase order confirmed.
So the other thing is I have 20 power. If I run over that, I need to build a power plant or a power room and put generators in it. Alright, what are we doing here? Lockers.
All construction workers are busy at the present time. Object purchase delayed.
We have all this extra space. So since I only have so many workers, everyone's busy doing the things I told them to. So I've done this in the past, and I've done many different base layouts and many different playthroughs. I think that some of these are just poorly done that I've done in the past. Just quick playthroughs, and I want to take the time and really design something nice. But I'll be unlocking a lot of it along the way. Once I get to the second base, I'll do a huge plan, and I'll make sure it's elaborate and fancy, and everything's taken care of. But for now, we'll just play through what we have. So let's move this into there.
Object will be moved shortly.
There's just nothing better than being evil. Where's my hero? My villain. Let's not put you by the door. Let's leave you to the side. Normally there would be a bunch of tutorials and video tips, but I turned all of that off since I've done this before. I don't have the need to watch them. hurry up and build my stuff. Don't you wish moving was so easy? Just drop a box, open it up, and bam! Giant metal cabinet is suddenly fully formed. Moving? Oh, just grab something, shove it into a green box, carry it somewhere else, open it back up. It's magically in place. The good old days. So now if I destroy this strong room,
Room demolition imminent.
that money will go into here, because it's the only place where else that it can go. Can I get more minions yet? Not yet. I need bunk beds.
Object has been ordered.
Hold shift for multiple placements.
This object will be purchased when a minion is available for duty.
Alright. So bunk beds are for minions when they need to regain their stats. So if I click on this guy, he should turn and salute me. No, he's on a mission. What about this guy? There we go. So they have health, loyalty, brains, smarts, attention, and endurance. If any of them hit 0, they get a giant debuff. So health, if it hits 0, they die. If their loyalty goes 0, they defect, and they leave, and you get heat from whatever they end up going to. Smarts means they'll sit there and scratch their head for a while and be utterly confused. If their attention is very low, then they can set off your own traps and be caught themselves, which is just a negative. And then if the endurance hits 0, they'll just pass out. So the beds will help them. I believe it heals their health and their endurance. Being within the sphere of my villain, they get their loyalty up, and I think their smarts. The attention is raised in through other uses.
Object purchase order confirmed.
Walkers are expensive. They're like 1,000.
All construction workers are busy at the present time.
That should take care of
Object
everything.
purchase delayed.
So every 60 seconds I get a free minion if this is not capped out. I can pay a lot of money to get them sooner, but it's expensive. And I don't have a lot of money to start with. I've got a couple thousand, 200,000 left to spend. And I still have rooms to build. So I need a freezer. Let's put that. I don't want that up front because it's hiding stuff. Let's put it here. We can have a long freezer.
Room construction underway. Room construction
Alright, we still need a
on board.
control room. This is just gonna have like the control. It has control panels which help you access the map, so you can know how much each place is worth and how much heat it generates. You'll be able to see the map once I build it. So let's put that next to the freezer. Doesn't actually need to be that big. Maybe one more. And then the next room can branch around it.
New room build order confirmed.
Alright, so let's get that built. I've already taken care of the people
Construction
on the
board.
island. Once I open up the map here, we'll be good to go. The music is really kind of like the old style movie music with, you know, the big band stuff. Makes you feel really sneaky. Don't zoom in and watch these guys. Can I follow you? Yeah. Look at the TNT, it's just casually carrying it. Alright, next guy. Oh, there's another one. Oh, careful there. That's a lot of TNT. Dynamite. I think he's the last one. Yep, here it's gonna blow. That controlled explosion. The perfectly square corners. And success. So now the body bags are automatically tagged to be moved into the freezer, where they will disappear after so long.
This object will be purchased when a minion is available for duty.
You could fit more of them. You could fit like, I think it's 8 of them onto a 3-tile long space if you use a freezer rack. So they're just useful to have. I probably could have made that one shorter or one thinner, but it's fine. I'm not worried. We're gonna try and play sneaky, not guns blazing. So it should make it easier and harder at the same time. So in order to unlock these minions here, as one of the missions basically explains it, but you need to capture someone in the wild and interrogate them and get their secrets, and then you can have your own minions that do the same thing, or something similar. It should be showing up soon as a mission. Alright, let's blow another room. Oh, a fancy, perfectly square room. Rectangular room. Alright, oh, it's fancy. It's got a red stripe in the middle and wood paneling. Looks like wood paneling. We'll just say it's wood paneling. So we need at least one control panel
Object has been
and
ordered.
one memory bank. So the time clocks. Can I click
Minions
the
will automatically start working in a room, but you can control this more precisely by building a time clock.
Okay.
Moving the time clock slider allows you to turn a room off,
I always forget how
which
to
can
use
be
these.
useful for saving power in a blackout situation. Alternatively, surplus minions can be assigned to the room so that the equipment is never vacant between shifts.
I always forget how to use those. So you can assign a lot of minions to a room.
All construction
With
workers
the
are
time
busy
clock.
at the present time.
Yeah, just the freezer, the control room, and the stuff in the control room cost me 70,000. So I'm gonna have to be spending a lot more money soon. I'm going to be getting a lot more money soon. But once I build the control room stuff, I should be able to go out into the world. Alright, so here, let's see them run. You can see his stats are dropping. So he's got less loyalty and less attentiveness. Oh, one of the cool things that the villain can do is he can execute one of your own minions, and it gives everyone within a huge radius stat boosts. So it makes them, you know, they see what happens and they don't want the same thing to happen to them. You lose the minion, but everyone else works faster for a little while. Like one of those trade-offs. Alright, come on, I want to get to the map. The map's cool looking. There's all my minions sitting around doing nothing. So what's my max minion cap? 15? I'm okay with that. I probably need more beds. So who's got the control room stuff? Oh, he's got that. Okay, you can see what minions are assigned to what. You know what? That room needs a door.
Object purchase
I
order
think
confirmed.
this has heat with it. Yeah, a little bit of heat.
Objective screen for new goals.
Alright, so now I need to imprison a maid in a security holding cell. I can build a topside shack. How much is a topside shack? 50,000. No thanks. So here's the world domination map.
New rooms are available for construction.
New rooms. I can narrate.
New objects are
holding
available for
cell.
purchase.
I'll come back to that later. So we have Patriot is the blue areas. There's 5 factions. The Patriot, we have Saber, Smash, Hammer, and Anvil. They're all very generic, but it's, you know, throwbacks to the old secret agent stuff. And there are missions on each one that I can send people out to do. So it tells me I've got 13 workers and my Jubei henchmen. So if I want to do fishy business, I need 2 workers. Or if I wanted to do earplug, 4. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send 4 workers to the West Coast and try to steal library blueprints. So what the minions are going to do is they're going to send us to pilfer blueprints and building materials, and then I can build my own archives room to improve minions' smarts. So basically, we've got, if I can find them, he's saddling up for a mission. So this guy is going to run outside and into that helipad or this helipad. And then, once all 4 of them are ready, they'll be shipped off to the West Coast. It doesn't actually tell me where my island is, which is kind of disappointing. But, I guess that would mean that someone somewhere actually has an island set up.
Room construction underway.
So let's set up the armory,
Room construction
and
on
we'll
board.
capture the maid, and I think we'll call that our first episode. So let's get this done. Let's have Max come over here and
They must work
prioritize
harder.
that. If I want to set this to, I think that's 3 people in the room at a time. Someone on the data banks and 2 people on the control panel. So with the control panel, I can see that, well, I can't see any, no, I can see that, excuse me, that Antarctica has a 0 heat and 0 cash, meaning I'll get the least amount of cash, but then I'm least likely to raise the heat. Whereas I need 3 control panels fully staffed to see what that is. It's 2, 3, 4, 5 of them for Europe. Oh, there's the chopper, just dropped off my guys. So if I had the 1, 2, 3, 4.5, sorry, 4 control panels, I could find out how long this mission was going to take, and I could get an exact time. By increasing my notoriety is basically how you progress through the game. So you do these missions. What you can have your minions do, there's some stats. They're terrible at getting money, terrible at finding intelligence, and they're weak. Is you can steal, which increases your income every minute. You can have them plot, which they discover acts of infamy, which is what I'm doing. Or they can hide, meaning that they're not doing anything and the heat is going to go down comparatively. There's still heat for them being in the area. Oh, looks like my armor's getting built. Holding cell.
Object has
Stick
been
that
ordered.
right in the corner. Prioritize.
Faster, faster, faster.
Object purchase order
I think
confirmed.
soon I will be getting the low power warning, so I can build the power up. We'll see. So while the missions are being done, you can end up, ooh, that's touchy. You can end up losing minions and obviously failing the mission. They got killed in action. So by sending more than you need, you can make sure that missions get done. The 2 workers is the requirement, just the requirement that it potentially succeeds. Sending more is normally better, just because then if you fail, you don't lose you lose everything if you fail, because it means everyone died. But by sending more, it means you have more protection or more knowledge or less heat. Because it's not only my pieces that can show up on the board. Agents of justice can appear, and they're basically counterparts to my little minions. And if they're on the map, my minions are more likely to die. Plain and simple. There he comes. Oh, wait, why do I have multiple? Oh yeah, I bought the doors. So I think the first one is my holding cell. So what we'll do is we'll have Jubei
At once, Sensei.
find that maid that's on the map. So on the mini-map, hostile units are red,
Right.
or enemy units, like agents. So the Smash or the Anvil units will turn up red. Tourists, or non-evil people, sorry, non-good people, will be pink.
Gojira. Right.
So you can figure out who's evil and who's good and is trying to screw you over.
Capture tag
So what I'm
issued.
going to do is I'm going to tag her with capture and send him after her.
Using trap.
He'll beat her into submission and then carry her back to the holding cell, which should now be built to this. Excellent. Let's see combat in action. Wait, where is he? Here he comes. He's all fancy. He's got his hand on his sword. He's ready to do this. Why would there just be a maid walking around the island? I don't get it. Nonetheless, one smack to the face is all it took. Oh, carrying her by the nape of the neck. How cruel. That's what evil people do. Oh yeah, look at, I've got all these extra people. Let's turn that down. Adjust the staff required. Alright, so now they just won't idle in there, which is better.
Yeah. What?
Pacific Radio.
Oh, and I
This
succeeded.
is Pacific FM.
I
I'm
captured
Larry
the library
Driscoll,
blueprints.
keeping you
That
up
means
to
I need
date
to
with
build a new
regional
building.
events from California
I'll hold
all
off
the
on
way
that
up
till
to
next
Alaska.
episode.
The story on everyone's lips today is the big felony committed earlier. No one knows who's responsible yet, but everyone's got a theory. Isn't that right, Bill?
Haha, yeah. Even the penguins in Alaska got a theory, Larry.
Penguins are from the South Pole, Bill.
Damn it, Larry. Why do you always show me up on air?
There's always a little clip if you're not on your map when you succeed. So it finished. I ended up losing 2 workers, so they can sit there and they can do plotting. That's fine. I'll get some money shortly once I build a bigger base. I need more minions. Alright, so we captured the maid. We got ourselves set up and started. We got people in the world plotting and finding out new acts of infamy. We're going to call this an episode here. Let me know what you think, if you liked it, if you didn't like it. Express that with the like and dislike buttons, but please let me know. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time. Take care and have a good one.